a great day, I'm feeling good. Oh, the possibilities of what I could, oh, do with the world at my fingertips. My imagination brings a smile up to my lips. Oh, fascinated, I'm moving fast. Oh, I'm optimistic as the days go past. Oh, opportunity is here for me, so come along and take a look because I want you to see. Yeah, the world is yours, look a little bit closer. If you want it, come and get it.
رغم وضع قيد الإقامة الجبرية ومنعه من السفر خارج طهران لمدة 20 سنة والحكم عليه بالسجن لمدة 6 سنوات عام 2011 وأيضا منعه من الإخراج والتعبير عن رأيه، إلا أن المخرج الإيراني العالمي جعفر بناهي تمكن من إنتاج وإخراج أحدث أفلامه الرواية الطويلة بوردة، والذي تم اختياره ليشارك ضمن أفلام المسابقة الرسمية في مهرجان برلين السينمائي الدولي في دورته 63.
نویسنده رو با سگش انداختم بیرون. دیگه فقط من موندم و تو. راهی دیگه نمونده. منتظرم. بیا.
فرضت كل هذه القيود على بناهي بسبب قيامه بإخراج فيلم تسجيلي رصد من خلاله التجاوزات التي حدثت أثناء انتخابات الرئاسة الإيرانية عام 2009.
We had here was a film from Jafar Panahi, who doesn't have the allowance to work, so we got this film and we showed it, and it was also interesting because the critics like this film, or not only the critics, also the audience. So it's not only about a filmmaker who cannot work, it's also about an artist to show his work here. And Panahi for us is also a symbol of, for all artists in the world, that we have to fight for them and we have to publish their work and we cannot forget them. So Berlin is a place we will always remind the governments and everybody that artists have to make their art, and otherwise it doesn't work, and if we have the opportunity we do this.
آقای پناهی جان، فرش بالا رو بردن چی؟ یه فرش ماشینی بود، ارزشی نداشت. خب شما خوبه؟ خوبه. چطور مگه؟ اون دفعه با دوستات اومدی اینجا، بچه‌ها شما رو دیدن، هوا دریا طوفانی بود، شما زدین به دریا. میدونم آقا، روزگار سختیه. این سختی هم یه روزی میگذره. شما برمیگردین نیست به کار زندگی. زندگی باید میشه یه خاطره بالا پایین داره، تلخی داره، شیرین داره. زندگی فقط کار نیست که آقا، یه چی دیگه هم هست آقا بودم، ولی با من قریب است. چیزی نیست، دیگران نباشه.
Hi, I'm Tina Mendelsohn. I'm a television presenter for a cultural program in Germany, and I saw the Panahi movie this morning, Closed Curtain. I thought it was a brilliant film about humanity and about freedom, about the inability to express yourself, and how important it is that we are all allowed to express ourselves. And I love the movie.
بتستعد ريد كاربت دلوقتي لاستقبال الموجودين من صناع فيلم جعفر بناهي بوردة، الفيلم الإيراني المشارك في المسابقة الرسمية لمهرجان برلين السينمائي الدولي. في كمان ناس استغلوا الريد كاربت واللي هم بيساندوا قضية المخرج الإيراني جعفر بناهي، مطالبين الحكومة الإيرانية بالإفراج عنه وبيطالبوه هو شخصيا بالإخراج، العودة للإخراج ومزيد من الأفلام.
We are standing here for the Iranian film director Jafar Panahi, his new film, where he is describing his own situation in Iran. He's banned and he's forbidden to work, but he made his film. He's a very courageous man, and we are happy to see a new film with his eyes. And we want to support him and to encourage him, and to encourage all artists in the world, wherever they may live, who are locked up, who are banned, who are forbidden to work, and who have to live in fear.
So you saw the movie?
Yeah, I saw the movie.
And your opinion?
It's a very honest movie because he tells his own story. He tells about his depressions, about his anger, about his courage and his will to survive this. But he shows as well that it's sometimes very, very hard, by heart and by brain, to survive it.
Yeah, and what you wanted to say to Panahi now?
Well, good luck and keep up. And many people are very thankful to you for your films, for all your films, and for your open eyes to the world. It's our world today as well.
She's a young woman with, like everyone, she has a lot in common with all other young women in my country.
Yeah.
So.
It's first time that you with Jafar Panahi?
Yes, my first movie with him.
And what's your impression about this?
Great.
Yeah.
He was great, very good director, and it's an honor for me to be in his movie.
منتظرم. بیا.
نمیدونم آخه شما دیدین من یک نویسنده‌ای هم در تخیل آقای پناهی.
In the film, he is a writer in the imagination of Panahi.
Yeah. So I want to know the relation between him and the dog.
The dog. میگه رابطه خود بین خودتون و سگ رو براش تعریف بکنید.
رابطمون ببینین خب من و سگ تقریبا 3 هفته بود با هم آشنا شده بودیم و 3 هفته اون منو پذیرفت من اونو پذیرفتم و تا اینکه فیلم برداری شروع شد. به محض اینکه فیلم برداری شروع شد ما با هم بودیم دیگه دوستای هم بودیم.
For 3 weeks together, so you know they are very big friends.
فيلم بناهي جديد يعيد إنتاج فيلم الوثائقي الأول هذا ليس فيلما، بمعنى أنه يتحدث عن تجربته وهو في الإقامة الإجبارية اللي منعته السلطات الإيرانية من الخروج وإنتاج أي فيلم باعتباره يعني شخص معارض. الآن في هاي يعني المحاولة الثانية هو يعني إعادة خلق الفيلم الأول إلى شكل سرد روائي، ويضمن نفس الحبكة اللي تقول أنه ما زال بإيران الظروف السياسية قاسية وتمنع المخرج والمبدع من الخروج، ولكن رغم هذا هو مصر على أن يعيش حياته ويقدم إبداعه ويظهر إلى النور إلى الضوء بغض النظر عن حجم الاضطهاد اللي يتعرض له. بالمقابل هو الفيلم بإشكال أنه بسبب من ضعف الإمكانيات المتوفرة له باعتباره هو تحت الإقامة الجبرية تخليه يقدم مادة فيها كثير أحيانا من المط أو المد الزائد، فهذا يحتاج إلى نقاش إلى أي مدى يمكن أن أنت تقدم موضوع حيوي بشكل أفضل مما قدم الآن. فهو هذا النقاش يمكن يحفزنا إلى أو يحيلنا إلى سؤال أبعد، هو هل أنه هذا الحصار على الفنان أنه يخليه يقل إنتاجه ويضعف، أم بالعكس لازم يحفزه على نوعية أفضل؟ هذه قضية مفتوحة، ولكن المؤكد أنه بناهي يسعى ويحاول أن يخرج إلى العالم ويسرب أفلامه بغض النظر عن الإمكانيات أو الدولة اللي تمنع عمله.
Very interesting. I like Jafar Panahi films, LA films, and this one is, I think, also very good. It's very special because it is made in very special conditions, but this is a reflection of reality and freedom and other things, and also cinema and the nature of cinema, which is very interesting. It's a subject which Panahi takes in each of his movies. Well, just a feeling of need of a freedom and tragedy of lack of a freedom. Yeah. That's important. I have no specific questions. I understood everything what he wanted to tell, and I feel sorry for him, for his situation. When there was Iranian week in Moscow, Russian critics organized support of Jafar Panahi because he was not, of course, he was not there, and his films were not there. That's a pity. But I'm glad that he made the film even in these conditions. It's not a real big film. I mean, it's a very special film, but I like it.
I'm a film critic by profession. I adore Mr. Jafar Panahi's work ever since. I think this is a fabulous film. It's very complex. It's not only a matter of making a film within a film within a film. It's rather a discussion of his soul, with his anima, with his depression, with, well, thoughts of killing oneself in his particular situation. And in the end, he locks in the depression embodied by a young woman, which is part of the fiction he is doing. So he leaves his depression and walks away or drives away with his writer, which is, for me, a very good ending. Gosh, I adore his work. I wish him all the best. If I could do so, I would come over and free him by myself. He's one of a million. He gave so much to me with his films. He's really one of the greatest souls living on earth, and, well, what can I say? Do more of these films because I'm there watching them.
هو انطباعي عن الفيلم الإيراني بتاع جعفر بناهي، حسيت إنه هو فيلم مؤلم وصعب، لأنه بتشوف فيه مخرج محبوس ورا ستاير مقفولة وكده، وطبعا بالنسبة لنا احنا في مصر دي حاجة مقلقة يعني. فأنا حسيت الفيلم جدا فعلا يعني. أكتر حاجة لفتت انتباهي إيقاع الفيلم، وعجبني جدا المشاهد الطويلة لأن بتدينا وقت نفكر في اللي احنا بنشوفه. المشهد اللي هو بتاع قفل الستاير وفتحها، كل مشاهد قفل الستاير وفتحها كانت بالنسبة لي مثيرة للانتباه جدا يعني.
I think it's a great movie, which is universally about freedom. Yeah. It's about the freedom of speech, it's about the freedom of expression and the freedom of art, and it's in one context with the Cold War and with dissidents who've made movies and have written books about injustice and being locked. Yeah. But it's a wider picture. Going into the waters, Virginia Woolf. It's really about being able to express yourself.
Yeah. What specific things you like or?
I loved the movie. I love it. It brought me to tears. I really thought it was very special.
ضوابط خاص باشد. به یخزود چون ما جامعه اسلامی هستیم و سگ نیز حیوانی نجس است که نباید در معابر وجود داشته باشد، بنابراین پلیس با کسانی که اقدام به حمل سگ در معابر عمومی کنند برخورد خواهد کرد و هماهنگی
المفهوم والفكرة رائع، بالتطبيق سقط، ولكن ليس السقوط ليس عن رداءة وركاكة، ولكن عن صعوبة المزج بين الواقع والسريالية. كان يريد أن يدخل ويخرج من الواقع والسريالية على نحو أكثر نعومة، ولكنه لم يستطع.
لكن التجربة بحد ذاتها يعني أن يقوم جعفر بناهي رغم كل هذه القيود والحصار اللي هو فيه بإخراج فيلم
طبعا
اشتراك، يعني تقييم حضرتك للموضوع مش فنيا، لا يعني خارج الإطار، خارج الصندوق بقى زي ما بيقولوا، يعني زي ما حضرتك
يجب أن نوجه تحية إلى جعفر بناهي، لأنه يقول لهؤلاء أن أنتم الذين في السجن ولست أنا أستطيع أن أحقق أفلامي مهما كان الأمر. وهو سبق أن تحدث في ذلك شفهيا أول ما صدر القرار بأنه سوف يتابع، لن تستطيعوا أن تكتموا فكري. وها هو يقدم أفلاما ويضع النظام في المسؤولية، أين أنتم؟ أعطوني الحرية لكي أبدع، وهذا رائع. أما إذا لم تعطوني الحرية لكي أبدع فأنتم المسؤولين ولست أنا، وأنتم الذين في السجن ولست أنا.
It's a very courageous man to make the film that he did, and I think that we need more artists of Iran to take that kind of courage. So it's wonderful. It's wonderful risk for the festival and for the artist.
Can you just fill us in about how you and Jafar Panahi got around the filmmaking ban and what the consequences of defying the ban could be for both Panahi and yourself? Thank you.
همونقدر که کار کردن سخته، کار نکردن سخت‌تره. یعنی وقتی که با آدم میگن کار نکن، خب خیلی سخته.
Difficult to work, but not being able to work is even more difficult. And especially when you're at the height of your career, it's very, very difficult not to work. You become depressive, depressed, and I believe this is shown in the film. It comes through. I think you can gather this from the film. And for him, it became very difficult to just sit around at home. And we talked about it time and again. And I told him you could write and we would then make a film afterwards. But while we were writing the script, we were very excited to be able to actually realize the film, and we thought it should be important to do so. So that was just to have some activity for him and to be creative and do some work and to bridge this very difficult period. And when we were finished writing, we were all the more happy, really, and full of expectation about the project in the villa and to have a couple of people there. And we're very excited and we're really looking forward to the result of this project. And so we've made it to a certain extent. We don't know what this will lead to, and we are very glad that Jafar had the opportunity to actually come through with this project. Are you expecting now the regime, the bureaucracy to crack down? Well, there's nothing that we can really expect. Nothing has happened up to now, nothing specifically. There's nothing that we can foresee. We don't know what the future holds in store for us.
So, weitere Fragen?
Do we have further questions? Some questions about the film.
This is a fascinating follow-up to This Is Not a Film. Can you tell us how much was scripted and how much was improvised, or how much just evolved during this unconventional approach?
Yes, there was one thing that happened, namely, while developing the script, and Jafar Panahi wrote this script, we didn't anticipate something. Namely, quite honestly, we didn't want to be very public about the project. We wanted to be just the four of us and move it forward. And the whole team, the whole crew of the film was made up mainly of cinematographers, Mr. Panahi, sometimes Jafar Panahi's wife. And when Panahi himself was in front of the camera, then I did the sound and was the director as well. And when I was acting, he took on my part. So it was very restricted. And so it was a project that we embarked upon, just a couple of people. And then we realized, irrespective of what we were doing, then the light coming in from the outside, that would give us away. And so then we decided to draw the curtains. And the scenes where you see where the curtains are opened up, and we shot that at the very end so that we wouldn't get into trouble and that our project would remain as it was planned. And we had a 5D camera, and it was very difficult. But at the same time, It was very fascinating. It was great fun.
This is Christian from Mariam. Could you maybe describe your role in the movie a little bit, and what do you think is, for you, the point of this woman, and also what do you think about the possible consequences for you to participate in this movie when you go back home?
Well, she is a young woman like many other women in my country. She's a symbol of many other young women that struggles. I think it's like that in many other countries too. And but apart from that, she's the dark side, the hopelessness of every person's, and specifically the director in the movie, the director, the dark side of his mind, the hopeless power that that part that doesn't hope anymore and want to give up.
Now, most journalists here are probably here because of the specific political context and because of Mr. Panahi, a renowned, famous Iranian filmmaker who became very important after the Iranian Revolution. Now, I got these feelings while watching the film of restriction and intimidation, and I think we might assume that this film again will probably not be shown in Iran. So my question is, well, what was your intention in making the film in this particular mode when we compare it to the other films that Panahi has made? Well, are you more pleased with the way this film was made than with the format of the other films? You said there are differences. I would say that we're used to very different kind of quality in our filmmaking. When Mr. Panahi was released the last time, one of our friends asked whether Mr. Panahi was still writing, what is he doing all day, and if you can't write, then at least take note of what is happening. And he's not that good of just jotting down different notes, and so then it was suggested that he simply pick up his camera and shoot and then archive the material. And that was probably quite fruitful and good for him, positive. And so having archived that footage possibly led to the idea of this kind of a project. And the other films you were referring to, they were made at a different point in time where Mr. Panahi was involved with other themes, and this is now the context and the situation that he is involved with. There are other films that he made, which, like the film Offside, about the young football fans, the young women who are football fans and aren't allowed to watch the soccer game. And here we have something very different. This is now something about him and his predicament. So if he's no longer allowed to speak about others and other people's lives, then he has to talk about himself and his life.
Here, and we feel his empty place tonight. I'm sure he wished to be here, so hope that someday soon he will be in other festivals himself instead of an empty chair.
قدم لنا من لجنة التحكيم جائزة الدب الذهبي لأفضل سيناريو. أفضل سيناريو لباردي لجعفر بناهي.
As we know,
كما نعلم
as we all know, Jafar Panahi cannot be here tonight.
كما نعلم أن المخرج لم يستطع أن يكون هنا، فسيتسلم الرئيس عنه الجائزة عنه السيد الذي ألهم مايكل جاكسون في أحدى أغانيه.
It's a great day, I'm feeling good. Oh, the possibilities of what I could, do with the world at my fingertips. My imagination brings a smile up to my lips. Oh, fascinated, I'm moving fast.